Off the bar, I'm too persistent. With income and no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Yo people, from what we're telling them, it's your man Land Jazz back again with another reaction. Man, I got Cadet Daily Duppy. First and foremost, RIP Cadet fam, RIP the rated legend blood. Now obviously this is Freestyle Fridays. I'm obviously recording this on Thursday or whatever, but I didn't know what to do, but I didn't know what to do, so man just typed in Daily Duppy. I came across this one right here, and I decided to do it, man. Obviously Cadet blood is in my top 10, someone I rate very highly, blood. I mean, we're talking about covering all areas of rap music, blood, hip-hop, UK hip-hop, whatever. This guy's one of the best at it. He could storytell, he could get emotional with it, he could get jumpy with it, he got flows, he got bars. Someone that's underrated, especially when it comes to his like firing the booths, and that people barely mention this guy. But this guy could go brazy in any type of setting, any type of beat, go toe to toe with pretty much most people, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Man like Cadet, fam. And 1000% gone too soon, fam. So I thought, you know what, let's throw it back. Obviously, I've listened to this multiple times, but I didn't know what to do. So I said, yo, let me just pay some homage, pay some tribute to someone that I rate. And let's get into it, man. Man like Cadet Daily Duppy, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Also, before this starts as well, blood, because the way he went off on this Daily Duppy was brazy, fam, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the ladies, you got two ladies, man, in the scene, fam, you know what I'm saying? You got two ladies, man, you got two gallis in the scene. This is one of the brothers, fam, you know what I'm saying? That when it came to that grease talk on the females and that, fam, he was one of the best at doing it, fam. So just sit back and experience greatness, fam, you know what I'm saying?
Walk on, man, I know it's been a minute since I hit you with some bars, but you know how I come with it, I bar. I don't even try. Buju came home, catch a boom, bye. The flies and the buffers in the scene. Every punchline way harder than it seems. If you don't get it, nigga, you are Kelly. Please stay away from my 16. Last Lady Duppy, I was in my bag a bit.
Yo, when this came out, when did this even come out again, bro? 2019? I don't even know what I was doing in 2019, but I remember my first time listening to this, I was gassed. By the way, bro.
Please stay away from my 16. Last Lady Duppy.
I'm not gonna lie, this R. Kelly situation is becoming more and more prominent in the scene and that, fam. It's like everyone's just trying to get outed nowadays. Everyone has a story, everyone has a victim. It's all mad, blood. It's all mad.
Get it, nigga, you are Kelly. Please stay away from my 16. Last Lady Duppy, I was in my bag a bit. Nintendo bar, let me bring it back a bit. Treason, me and my dog hit your bitch. Control her from both sides and she'll switch. Oh, I cried. How you so bad? How you drop dick? Keep it moving like that now. I ain't saying that I don't give a fuck, but it ain't my fault if she ain't seen slut. I'm the slick nigga, dick slinger. They see me, I know this nigga. Big dripper, the bling blinger. Saved in your gal's phone as the dick bringer. I don't believe that hype, I ain't buffering. Swapped you for me, she wanted someone buffering. Been in the charts for 17 weeks. Rappers telling radio, ain't you heard enough of it?
Man, like Cads, man, I'm telling you, before he left as well, he did an absolute mazzoline. What was the last thing he dropped, blood? It was his album, innit, blood? But I feel like they dropped his album. When he had already passed, fam, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they dropped his album when he already passed, the rated legend, blood. Cold body of work as well, blood. There was different kind of vibes in there as well, fam. Ah, my days, man. Man like Cadet, fam. Man like Cadet.
Mine even snapped all them bars you ain't catch. 2 lanes with the bars, got her hairlines back. Was a walk in the
hairlines back, cause both of them, you know what I'm saying, the hairline, you know what I'm saying, I got a hairlines back. Come on, man.
Been in the charts for 17 weeks. Rappers telling radio, ain't you heard enough of it? Mine even snapped all them bars you ain't catch. 2 lanes with the bars, got her hairlines back. Was a walk in the park, now I'm feeling at the landlord. Shutting down gig, cause I'm big and I'm bad. Now let me get comfy, I am bush rhythms. Man can't tell me how my shit ain't jumpy. A monkey bar thing, now my jeans cost a monkey. I only beat freaks if they can take the pumpy. Wait, I ain't talking about money that I don't have. I ain't rich, nigga, me and Jay trying to get the bag. Are you coming to my yard and you ain't trying to off pant? Tell a D or home, like my kicks, man, it's mad. And nah, I ain't talking about money that I ain't got, nigga, wait. Are you bringing all these people in my spot? I don't care. They can't be running up their gob. Could be boy or girl. I will give you a bird of...
Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? You know exactly what he's talking about. Bird box, fam. Come on, man.
Are you coming to my yard and you ain't trying to off pant? Tell a D or home, like my kicks, man, it's mad. And nah, I ain't talking about money that I ain't got, nigga, wait. Are you bringing all these people in my spot? I don't care. They can't be running up their gob. Could be boy or girl. I will give you a bird of... man, I'm still vain. Man, I still love it when them bitches say my name. There ain't nothing else that a nigga wanna say. So when they me hear my name, again
come on, fam. One of the most talented brothers to do this thing worldwide, fam. My man left such a mark on that, fam. My man barely scratched the surface, fam. The guy barely scratched the fucking surface, fam. You know what I'm saying? He barely scratched the surface, blood, and he was still able to do what he did, fam. So imagine if he was still here doing his thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? Certain artists that weren't able to fulfill the potential but still did absolute mazzoline with the time that they had here, and that just shows how great these certain men are, fam. Cadet included, fam. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him though, blood. And yeah, man, I'm out here though, blood. Superman line jazz. Shout out Cadet 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Shout out his fam, mum, sis, pops and all of that, fam. You man know the stories and that Crepton thing, fam. Conan as well, you get me? And I'm out here, man. In a biz, man, in a biz.
Bar after bar after bar after bar after bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Your mans want smoke, then he leaves with a toe tag. Whole squad hit with a double mag Glock. Got left to the street and the body's getting chucked. Bullets with names and your shit's getting popped. Better be with me and the bag's getting cocked. Still gotta chase the bag, humble. Ain't gotta brag in a league on my own, and my stats getting flagged. Hit me for the feet, got verses in stats. Come through like the queen, gotta pay that tax. Premium sir.